Fantastic. Welcome to Strength Flow. I'm Coach Matt. This is Coach Sinman. Just going to pass on through. We're going to get that body moving. Nice way to end the evening, afternoon, wherever it may be. So if you're watching this on demand, good morning. Let's go ahead and get down. Let's get prepped to move that body around. Let's get down, hands and knees. We're going to start off with our favorite cat-cow. So we're going to start by bringing that belly button to the floor. This is our cow posture. Go ahead and bring the top of the head to the ceiling, that tailbone to the ceiling. Think about really stretching your abs out, squeezing that low back. And we're going to reverse that, extend that low back, scrunch up those abs. Try to arch that back as much as you can. And reverse once more. This second time around, we're really thinking about extending those arms through the ground as we reach that head to the top of the ceiling. All right, don't reach your forehead to the ceiling. Reach the top of your head to your ceiling. Let's go ahead and invert again. Still pressing those arms down through the ground, but this time we're pushing the top of the head to the floor. Creating length through those traps. One more time here. I want you to really accentuate all those points. Head to the ceiling, arms to the ground, low back as tight as possible. Really bring that tailbone, the head to the ceiling. Tension, 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 and reverse. Pushing that low back to the ceiling, pulling that belly button in nice and tight. Head into the floor, arms through the floor. Create length. And go ahead and relax. All right, we're going to hang out in this all-fours position for just a second. Just kind of recenter our body. So we kind of did the extremes of cat and cow. Now we're just trying to find kind of that middle ground where that abdomen wants to sit. That's the middle of those two extremes. Once you find that, we're going to go ahead and step those feet back into a high plank position. Still pushing those arms to the ground. You should naturally feel those abs tighten up. We're going to put a little extra effort in here, pushing those heels away from us. Thinking about lifting those knees up off the ground. Should feel those quads, hamstrings, glutes get fired on. So we're going to hold this tension here for just a second. And we'll go ahead and drop those knees back down. Kind of let a little weight out of your arms as needed. We're going to go one more time. Excuse me. Step those feet back. Let those abs pull in tight. Reach those arms to the ground, nice strong upper back. Heels pushing away. Squeeze those quads, hamstrings, glutes. Breathe. Breathe through that belly. Go ahead and take that left foot, step that up to our hands, or as close to those hands as possible. We're going to take that left elbow closest to that knee. We're going to drop that towards the inside of that foot. If you can't quite get all the way to the ground, as close as you can, it's fine. You're going to work to open up that hip. You can let that knee fall away a little bit as needed. We're going to bring that up, step that back, step that other foot forward, and repeat on the other side. Drop that elbow to that instep. Let that knee fall away as needed. And we'll bring that back up. Step it back, reestablish that plank. All right, tighten everything back up. Heels go away, glutes are nice and tight, quads are tight, and relax. All right, we're gonna mobilize those hips a little bit more. We're gonna get into this kneeling position here. We're gonna scoot that front foot out just a bit, so we have an obtuse angle. There's a 9th grade word for you. Let's go ahead and lean into that front foot. So lower leg should be pretty much vertical here. This back hip, we want to make sure it's still square to the front wall. Okay, make sure that it's not opened out. All right, you can kind of tell by that back toe if it's back behind you or straight up underneath. It's a good indicator where we are. Should feel a little bit of a hip stretch there. All right, we're going to continue to lean into that. We're going to test the mobility of that back hip and then that front hip. And if you can, you're going to bring those hands down to the ground. And we're going to just try to keep walking those hands out. as far as you're able. Still keeping that front foot on the ground. This is about my limit. All right, then we're just gonna walk it back in. Bring those hands next to bring those hands next to your foot. That's the one. And then we're going to sit all the way back. Get a nice little stretch through that hamstring. All right, maybe you can get all the way down to your heel. I can't quite. We still want to keep that foot flat on the ground. All right, try not to bring that up. Keep it pushed away. Ooh. So nice little half forward fold here, focusing on the hamstring of this front leg. All right, and in that same position, kind of chest to knee, we're going to push that knee forward. All right, I should feel this a little bit more in the ankle. It's all going to make all kinds of sense here in a minute. All right, we'll go ahead and switch that around. So we're starting in that kneeling position. All right, we're going to scoot that front foot out. There's your obtuse angle. All right, and we're going to push into that front hip. All right, make sure again it is squared forward. So if you can't think about that low back and that abdomen, you used a lot of that cat-cow earlier to kind of work on control of your low back and your abs. So it's a good chance to pull those abs in nice and tight. Try to take a little bit of that back arch out. Should feel a stretch through that down leg, that down hip. Let's go ahead and bring those hands down towards the ground. And we're going to walk those hands out as far as you can before that front foot comes off the ground, which again is about right here for me. We're going to walk those hands back to that foot. And we're going to sit that back into our nice hamstring stretch. Front foot still flat on the ground. Chest is looking for the knee in this forward fold. And we're just going to slide our whole situation forward and really work on the ankle of that front foot. Everything's still nice and square. And let's bring it back to all fours. All right, we're going to show you some cool moves. You're going to follow along with me, all right? So hands and knees are down the ground. We're going to tuck those toes up underneath. We're going to bring those knees up off the ground. All right? From this position, we're going to rotate our lower body to the left and keep our hands down on the ground. All right? As far as you can. Bring that back to neutral. You're going to rotate to the right. Keep those hands on the ground. And bring it back. Let's go one more time each direction. Feet are staying right where they are. Hands are really staying right where they are. We're just working on that rotation through the hips, through that thoracic spine. Now let's bring it back down. All right. So a little different way to do a spinal twist and still get the activation of your upper and lower bodies. Fun pro tip. Okay. So now we're going to kind of take that to the next level. We're going to rotate to the left. And we're just going to bring that left hand up and over. And then we're in our crab position. All right, we're going to reverse that. So our right foot's going to come back, left hand's going to come back around. Boom. Same side once again. Rotate first, and then you're going to bring that right foot underneath, that left hand over top, and we're in a nice little crab bridge. Reverse, reverse, reverse. And we'll go to the other side. So we're going to rotate to the right. The left foot's going to come up and underneath. Right hand is going to go over in that bridge. All right, you can extra bridge here if you want to. You don't have to. All right, bring that back around. Should have it figured out by now, yeah? We'll switch back over one more time. Boom. Boom. Now go ahead and relax. So that is our under switch. So knees are coming up and under, and we are from that face down position into a face up position. Okay? Simple. Second movement is going to be a kick through, and we're going to add a bridge onto that too. This is our bridging class. Okay? You're going to be like all the old people in the retirement home that always play bridge. This is not that. Okay? Let's get down into our primal position. So we're going to start with that lower body rotation to the left. All right, so still feet and hands are down the ground. What we're going to do is we're going to extend that right foot out to the side. The left hand is going to up and pull through. All right, that's going to be our kick through. Let's reverse that again. So in that primal position, our right foot's going to kind of lead the way, kick through, top hand pulls back. All right, so notice here that my foot is perpendicular right at you, not towards the end of my mat. All right, 90 degrees going that way. Boom. All right, kicking through. So when we get to this extended position, this foot is on the ground. All right, this hand is kind of free. I'm going to reach this hand up towards the ceiling and bridge those hips up as well. All right, so now we're kind of in a T-plank situation. This arm is straight down, pushing into the ground. This arm is reaching straight up towards the ceiling. Okay, bring that back down. Bring that leg back through. To the other side, left leg kicks all the way across. Right hand goes up, hips go up. Boom, nice little T across those shoulders. Knees are going perpendicular to each other. We'll bring that back down, back to base. Let's go left side again. Left leg kicking through. I guess that's the right side, but left leg kicking through. Bridge that up. Should feel that left glute squeezing. Let's bring that back down, back to base, and relax. All right, can we add those two together? Would that be crazy? Let's try it out. All right, so feet down, hands down. All right, in our primal position. We're gonna get that under switch to the left. So we're gonna rotate that body to the left. Right, get into that crab position. All right, we're gonna reverse that. We're gonna go to that same side, but that kick through to bridge. Boom. Wow, look at you go. Back to base. We're gonna go that under switch to the right into that crab position. Bring that back to base. Kick through same side. Kick, bridge up. Bring that back down. Back to base. Let's go one more time. Going to the left into that crab. Back to base. Right kick through. Bridging up. Back down. To base. Right. I don't know. I haven't decided which way is right and which way is left. You can do it. Left leg kick through. Bridge up. Bring it back down. Back to base. And relax. Alright. What do you find easier? If we're moving to the left side, or if that's like a right leg kick through? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, ding, all that good stuff. Alright, so next movement, we're going to talk about our ape squat. So we're always going to come back to our base position, our primal position. So what we're going to do from this position is we're going to load back, alright, and we're going to hop those hands, or hop those feet to our hands, okay? We kind of get into this deep squat position. When we are in this deep squat position, alright, we're kind of in this very, very deep squat. Those elbows are kind of pushing out against those knees, okay? We're going to stand that up. We're going to bring those feet a little bit closer together. I guess you could do that here if you had the mobility, but I'm going to bring my feet closer together. And what we're going to do is we're going to squat down on our toes. All right, so I'm going to get up on those toes, and I'm going to squat down. You can use those arms for balance. All right, the more on those toes, the better. If you just go to the balls of your feet, that's an option as well. But really try to get up on those guys and bring it back up. All right, so let's go one more time from a standing position. We'll get up on those toes, and we'll try to squat that down. And then we'll stand it back up, bring those feet down. All right, that's your ape squat. Pretty simple. So let's add that to the bunch. So we're going to start with that under switch. I'm going to say left. That means we're going left. All right. The kick through is going to be your lead leg. All right. If I say kick through right, that's your right leg going to the left. Okay. If you get lost, just whatever you just did, do the other side. All right. So let's get into our primal position, pushing into the ground, nice and strong. All right. We're going to under switch to the left. All right. Into that crab. All right. Notice we are in control. Bring it back to base. Right leg kicking through, same side, bridge it up, boom, back down. We're going to under switch to the right, into that crab position, bring that back to base. The left leg is going to kick through to the right, and bridge it up, bring it back down to base. We're going to load it back up, hop those feet in. Get into that deep squat, and we'll stand it up. We'll reset those feet as needed on those toes. Squat it down. Feel those knees, feel those hips really open up. We're gonna go 2 on this one. Back up on those toes. Squat it down. Feel those knees go out to the side. Open up those hips. Stand it back up. Bring it back down, and we're just gonna kind of reverse this. I'm going to bring my feet back out wide. Hands are going to go in between my feet. All right, we're going to hop that back to our primal position. Okay, you did it. You learned everything you needed to learn. So we're going to do about 3 minutes here. We're going to just kind of flow through in that same order. I'm not really going to change anything fancy here. We're just going to play with the speed a little bit. Okay, so it's always going to be the same routine. We're going to under switch left. We're going to kick through that same side. We're going to unswitch right. We're going to kick through that same side. We're going to hop up, do 2 of those ape squats, and then start over. Cool? All right. So we're going to go just a touch faster than we have been going in these warm-ups. So if I get tongue-tied, forgive me. You know the plan. So we're in our primal position, right? We're going to under switch left, right into that crab, and reverse. We're going to kick through with that right leg, bridge it up, back down to base. Under switch the other side, back to base. Kick through with that left leg, bridge it up, back down to base. We're going to load it back, hop up. Ooh, that was a big hop. All right, sit in that low squat, stand it up. Bring those feet together, onto those toes, squat it down. Ooh, stand it up. Back on those toes. Squat it down. Back up. Heels back down. Let's hop it back to base. Let's go again. Under switch left. Back to base. Kick through right leg. Bridge. Back down to base. Under switch right. Back to base. Left leg kick through. Bridge up, back down to base. Load, hop, sit, stand it up on those toes, squat it down, stand it up on those toes, squat it down, stand it up. Bring those hands back, hopping back. We're gonna go a little bit faster. All right, under switch left, back to base. Kick through right leg, bridge, back to base. Under switch left to base, left leg kick through, bridge to base. Load it back, hop up, catch up, stand it up. On your toes, let's squat it down, stand it up. On those toes, squat it down. Stand it up, back down to base. Extra slow. We're going to under switch left. Find that balance on those 2 points. Hit that bridge. Hit that crab. Back to base. All right, seems silly, but we're working time under tension here. Slow. Oh, so slow I forgot to kick through. Kick through. Slow bridge and hold. Back down. Back to base. Under switch to the right. Bridge. Back to base. Left leg's gonna kick through. Slow. Big bridge. And hold. Bring it back down. Back to base. Load it back. Hop it up. Holding that low squat. Stand it up. Onto those toes. Slowly lower. Stand it up. Ooh, balance a little tough there on those toes. Squat it down. Stand it up. Let's bring those hands back. Hop it back to base. And time. You did it. Congratulations. What a lot of fun. Excellent job. Thanks for hanging with me through some strength flow. Again, I'm Coach Matt. Good job being strong. We'll see you next time.